get like yeah.
And we're back. Hello everyone, Nelsonater here, and we're back with part 2 of the adventures of Jinu, the Lost Land. I just don't know how to say it. So, in the last episode, you should have already seen it. Just go back and watch it now if you haven't already seen it. But, yeah, there was, a lot of stuff happened. You know, we woke up, we read a lot, actually. And, yeah, we walked, followed some golden lights, came over here, read a note, and discovered there's a hidden door behind one of the paintings. So I'm just gonna right-click all the paintings and run into them until something magical happens. Oh, that was fast. Alright. That's weird. It used to show just a black, like a grayness, but now it just doesn't show anything. Interesting. Use this lever to open the door to exit the sea. Oh god, I have a bad feeling I'm gonna get lost. Okay, so there's another door, or no? Was there an exit back there somewhere that I just didn't see? Let's go find it out. Oh yeah, there was all this stuff coming upstairs, and yeah. Get my sword ready, in case we need to kill some people. Oh gosh, you're a skeleton. Should probably sleep, but I can't sleep. Okay, we gotta time this right. Yeah. No! It's horrible. It wasn't timed right at all. No! Run! Get out of here. Ah! Ah! Shoot the zombie! Shoot the zombie! Shoot the zombie! Oh, you didn't shoot the zombie. Yeah. Who's your daddy? Let's nom one steak until we're happy inside. What happened? Like, what's with the godlike reaction time of these fucking skeletons? I mean, effing skeletons. I don't know if you guys care if I swear. You should probably just get used to it, because I do it quite often. Well, you guys are doing that. Oh, that's a mob spawner in there, obviously, because there's a ton of people. What's going on? Ah! Ah! House. Go, go, go! Is there something hidden here? Nope. Just an outhouse. Oh, dear God. Dear God, I'm so screwed. Let me get my fancy leather kicks on. Okay. This isn't gonna end well. Die, die, die. Die, die, die. Run inside. Ooh, chest. Ooh, another chest. There's nothing inside. Lame. Lame sauce. Another chest? And another chest? Oh my god, there's so many chests in here. It's amazing. Another chest. TNT, $400, 20 torches. Oh. Aw. Has anyone got change for 1,000? I need my TNT. This door seems to be locked. Try looking around the town. Oh, bam! How about them apples? Oh gosh, I just got a bad feeling about this. Think I can make it? I feel like that sign's supposed to say something I can read. However, thanks to this stupid update, you can't read from far away. Fuck it! Okay. Phew. That was scary. That was probably all for nothing too, just to be freaked out. Alright, slave chambers. Read note 3. I'll get around to it. I'll get around to it. Promise I will. There's a lever. There's a lever, here's a lever. Everywhere a lever, lever. Oh, there's another lever. Fancy. I'm assuming I would place them there and there. Guess I'll read note number 3. Lee's first note. How did I end up here? Just 4 hours ago. A better question is how did he get, like, writing utensils and shit if he's just waking up? Never mind, you know what? We'll forget about that. Oh, hey, look, a thingy. It's like a little skylight type deal. Interesting. Just 4 hours ago, I was back home. I was back where I could think my opinions freely. I was starving. Ming raised the prices of everything greatly, and we live in poverty now. Just a little taste of one of those delicious berries that the King of Fear eats would get me here. I don't know exactly where I am now. There is an iron door to my right and a little bit of light shining through a trapdoor high above me. But I don't quite know how big this room is. I have no idea how long I have to live. How do you not know how big the room is? No, never mind. Never mind. But a little bit of light shining through the trapdoor, blah blah blah. Where the room is. I have no idea how long I have to live here either. I know I am to become a slave, but it is not something I look forward to. Someone was just thrown in the prison. 2 people, I think. It has been 12 hours since they arrived. The girl said her name was Leanne. She has straight black hair that seems to move toward her left automatic. Okay. And she's about my height. She's my age, 12. Why are they all 12? Is it because the rags were 12? That's interesting. Just little fun fact, I don't know. Her best friend is Singh, a boy 1 year younger than both of us. He has short black hair, one crooked eyebrow, and wears a poor man's clothes. A handmade kilt and a sort of shirt with no sleeves. Just minutes after meeting them, we were ordered to different areas to start working. I began digging and wouldn't stop for hours. I don't know what happened to Leanne or Singh after that, but I probably should explain how I got here. My family has been starving ever since Ming became king. Our dinner plates last night were unbelievably small. We had only 1/8 of the plate, with half-cooked old noodles. That was when I decided I had had enough. I snuck out of the house that night and into Ming's temple, sometimes known as a temple within the temple. The great hall was not currently being used, and a giant plate of berries lay untouched right in the center. I went for it immediately and ate one. It tasted heavenly compared to what I had been eating lately. I had just put my hands under the plate to lift it up for me, and my sister, when a large hand picked me up by my shirt collar. It was Ming. I tried to run, but my feet were off the ground. Of course, I couldn't have any effect on my movement. He threw me in the prison, and that was where I waited for 4 hours until company finally arrived. I feel like I have something I want to say. I don't want to. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, dear God, that was really stupid. Now what? I didn't even die. What a jip. Good thing I didn't die. Why was I walking around while I was talking? That was pretty stupid of me. So the whole secret formula was just to walk straight down the middle? I'll throw that away. I don't think I'm supposed to have it. Interesting. I didn't even realize that. It's actually where I broke the lamp, so I was gonna go back and try to open up that door, but whatever. Ouch. Stop it. Okay. Yeah, I feel like there's something I kind of want to say about the writing in this thing, but I don't want to offend anyone. And I do think it's a great map. I just think the writing's maybe not the best. No offense. Make a pathway of trees to pass, and one of the chests is a lever. Use it to open the door on the other side. Hint: look to the ceiling for where you see light. Plant a tree directly below. They said plant. What? Look, plant a tree directly below. You should only need 5 trees. Okay. I will do that. As you wish. Master of signs. Who laid these signs here? That's what I want to know. The tale of the sign man. That's what I'm thinking about. Oh, that was a bit of lag. Let's place that there. Kablowy. Okay. place that there. Oh, what just happened? Okay. That there. Kaplowy. Is that gonna be? It's gonna be a bit of a gap. Let's place that there, over, whoa, over to there, there. Put your back talking, you stupid tree. Okay, and then von bar. Kabam. Okay. So far, so good. Okay. I don't think I'm supposed to have this lever, by the way, so I could just take it with me and use it, because, I mean, I did find it fairly, but no, not that kind of a guy. I'll just leave it. I understand I'm not supposed to have it. Me. I get a lever anyway. Just that awesome at getting levers. Or levers, if you prefer that. To all you non-Americans, or whatever. Whoever pronounces lever, or lever. Is that supposed to say something, or is that just like scribbles? Alright. Alright, so far so good. We got this. We got this. Got ourselves some torches. And a lever. The private library. Oh, well. I hear pistons. I'm assuming this was what it moved. Let's try it again. No, it was not. Move it again? I don't know why it really mattered to me. Oh. That would have been it. Read note number 4. Lee's second. Oh my gosh, that's like setting the story length. Come on, man. Didn't come here to proofread an essay. No, I'm just kidding. It's fine. Lee's second note. It's so incredibly hot outside, and I'm still lugging this mop around. Ming's palace entrance already looks polished enough, and he probably already likes the way it looks, but he enjoys watching the suffering of others so much that it's probably enjoyable to see me struggle. I can only write on these little pieces of paper when Ming isn't looking, and I hear heavy footsteps coming from above. It could be Ming's advisor, Cheng, but I could be wrong. I wouldn't want to be caught writing down my rebellious thoughts in an unauthorized journal, or Cheng will have the satisfaction of giving me my 16th whipping to date, so I'm going to tuck it into my pocket for now, and continue writing it later. Cheng has left the room, and thank the heavens, he doesn't know about my journal. It turns out Ming has found that I've done enough work for today. Knowing the evil man, he probably will want me to help lug the giant netherrack stone into place for an extended part of Jinu after all. I'm trying to like read it and do this, but I wonder what this is about. It's not like you're any pistons or anything. Nope, I heard a piston that time. Oh. Was that always like that? I don't know if that's one of like those timed things where you have to like haul. Oh, hey, look. Let's continue reading before we continue this. I've just sneaked my journal into my pocket and past the guard. Just bump the mic. Around the slave quarters. Some of my fellow slaves, Sing and Lian, look like they've been beating. Here in the temple, that isn't uncommon. It is almost ordinary. Still, it is a pain to see them like this. I look around at the other slaves, and they don't seem much better. Lian especially looks like she's been through hell. Her once long, straight black hair is now completely singed and is cut around her shoulders. Blood still pours from the edges of her mouth and her nose. It is beyond unbelievable that you can't even get piece of cloth around here to stop infections. Sing is trying to stop the pouring with tattered pieces of his clothing, but it isn't working. He has dents in his arm and winces every time he tries to assist Leanne. Now that I think about it, he actually looks worse than her. He has burns along his legs and arms, and one of his eyebrows appears to be completely burned off. That sucks. His stomach even has knife marks on it. It is incredible how inhumane this place is. Mark my words, Ming will die at my hands. It's morning, and my dreams have led me to another horrifying discovery. Ming plans to lead an expedition into the sea, carrying the bodies of the king and queen Quan. I know exactly why he's doing this. The Quans were very afraid of drowning. By burying them in the ocean, even though they are dead, Ming's making their worst fear come alive. Dreams here can help or destroy because the temple is a mysterious place. You can access other people's memories in your sleep. That's how Ming knows so much about his enemies. If you haven't gotten the message so far, Ming is the most horrid, evil monster ever to touch the face of the Forsaken Earth. I've never heard of someone who'd go this far. I've also found out about a rebellion and that one of the guards in the temple is part of it. He despises Ming as well, but at this point, everyone in Jinu does. He has told me how to escape and where to find the Quan's bodies. I know exactly what I will do. I will find their bodies and burn them, their desired way to die. Then hide the ashes in wet sand where Ming will never find them. Dun dun dun! And one of the blocks is in the floor. And one of the blocks in the floor is a lever. Oh, whoa. Oh, these are dispensers. Okay. Well, that's gonna take years. That's not even a puzzle, it's just a fucking right-click everything until shit happens. Oh well. Get our right-click on. I was probably doing like some sort of pattern or some shit, but that's just too much work, you know. I'd just rather just right-click everything. Oh, what the heck is that? It's a furnace. That's an interesting texture. Pretty sure I've checked most of the inside ones. Watch be like the one that I didn't right click. Oh my gosh. About to spawn a freaking lever right now. Don't I already have a lever? I should probably just grab that lever from before. Scary music. This is so exciting. Right clicking every single dispenser. Is that furnace supposed to like mean something? Like, for all I know there was a fucking lever in the furnace and I just wasn't paying attention. Wow, I just right clicked the same one like 3 times. Oh my gosh. Oh, there was one. Fuck, now I feel stupid. Of course it was in the furnace. I felt the need to check the furnace. It's a good thing I at least checked it, but damn, I feel stupid. Ming's planning room. Read note number 5. Ko. Ko's first. Third note. You recognize the handwriting on the piece of paper you just found. This was written by the man Ko again. Yesterday morning, I overheard Ming talking to his advisor in the royal planning room while I was doing my 5 a.m. shift at my North Tower. His advisor was telling him about the small rebellion against Ming, but was sure to point out not to take it lightly. This is... could have been a prettier lookout. And that one's kinda cool, but this one's just like, ew. Barren landscape with light blocks. Interesting. Where was I? The man seemed to know that it was growing larger each and every day. Ming seemed outraged. It was like he thought every rebel he caught was working alone, and no one ever come up with the idea to work against him together. His advisor Chang said something about showing the rebels who's boss. Something about making them remember that they can't break the rules, because when they do, they will be severely punished. Chang said Ming should do something cruel and terrifying. He said he should throw the rebels in jail, take one child from every house, and torch all the supplies. Naturally, last night I told my fellow rebels at the meeting that what I had heard. Yet, they seemed very suspicious of me. I believe they thought I was double-crossing them, and was actually a spy for Ming. I couldn't have that, not with the ability I possessed to gain information about Ming's plans, so I proved my loyalty. I promised to free my old friend Zong Gun from prison. Wasn't that my name? Wait a minute. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. No, my name is Zulong. Never mind. So, he promised to release Zong Gun. Would be the very first. Oh wait, what? I just totally messed up my spot, didn't I? Oh, wait. Unfortunately, when I made the promise, I didn't really think it through. When King and Queen Quan were alive, they had many, many bodyguards. One of them was named Zong Gun, a close friend, and he was always suspicious of Ming. Ever since Ming became the King of Fear, he promised Zong Gun would be the very first to be thrown in prison, and so he was. The only problem is that the prison sections 3 and 4 are heavily guarded. I would never make it in and out without being caught. Yet I can't tell the rebels I can't do it, because I'll never get their trust. It could be worse, I suppose. Ming could tie me to a raft and then set it to drift into sea. I've decided to break into the prison tonight, because I can't just sit here and fret forever. I have a plan to improve my chances of getting out alive, and Ming not finding out afterward. I told Ming that while I was at one of my lookout towers, I saw multiple prisoners escaping. Now Ming has put 99% of his guards there to ensure that there are no further breakouts in that section. I planned it out so that one prison section, Section 4, in the opposite direction of Zong Gun's cell. Now what? That's a bit of lag. I just went down to 2 frames per second. Am I supposed to know what to do? Oh, or is it just... okay. Alright, oh balls. Okay. I just walked right into that one. Well, that was easy. Broke into the religious sanctuary. That's cloth. Can't break cloth. Altar. Read note 6. Didn't I just read it out? Oh, fine. Kyle's fourth note. Kyle's fourth note. I can't talk. It appears Kyle has visited a religious sanctuary multiple times before. He has left a note here. I must be the luckiest man alive. Last night I actually freed Zong Gun from prison without being caught by Ming or any of the guards. I came back to the rebel hideout with Zong Gun, and after a perilous escape, I finally have their trust. We even have a mighty leader of the rebellion now, the person I saved from prison Section 4. But we still need to figure out how to save the city from Ming's soon-to-come attack. We did sort of forget that Ming would find out Zong Gun's cell empty. What? We did sort of forget that Ming would find Zong Gun's cell empty, and now he will rush the attack ahead of when he was originally planning it. Reverse side, so I guess the other side of the paper. It was 4 days after I saved Zong Gun. As we held our daily meeting in the Siru Rebels hideout, we noticed that Xing, Tong, and Ling, 3 of our best strategists. I can't believe I just messed up that word that badly. 3 of our best strategists were missing, and then out of nowhere, a blaze lit up the dark city from outside. We headed out through the entrance, and to our horror, Xing, Tong, and Ling were all tied to a giant... Isn't Xing the name of the leader, dude? What's the... No, it's Ming. Okay, I got Xing and Ming. So many ings. We're all tied to a giant pole, and we're burning alive in rapid cycles of fire. We knew that this was a prelude to the oncoming battle. Knowing we could do nothing, we had to stand there and watch 3 of our greatest friends die in a horrible death amidst the screaming. And then it says, look for redstone on the floor to put the lever in front of. Okay. There's redstone. Do that right. Oh, you dick. Dun dun dun! Stay tuned for episode 3. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Remember to comment, rate, and subscribe. Bye. Bye.